Praise the one who breaks the darkness. I do know this tune, but I almost never play the hymnal version. I always play it from sort of a chord. I play it from, like, I think the guitar edition or some other simplified edition, I guess, that has the chords. That's a thing that it's frustrating. There's actually a simplified edition of these that has the chords, and it basically doesn't have a tenor part. It has a simplified bass part, no tenor parts, and, sometimes just simplified overall, but it has the chords. What I really wish I could get is one that has the full hymn, but also has the chords, because it's not that I want the simplified edition, but I do want the chords. So sometimes I'll end up printing out both copies and using them, trying to figure out which one I want to use. Sometimes if it has a bad accompaniment, then I prefer the chord version so I can make it more interesting, especially verse to verse. That's, if you're doing something that's like 5 verses long, you need to change it up, or you want the chords there. If you need to play it for a different kind of setting, sometimes you might need a joyful accompaniment. Sometimes you might need something a little more somber, and having the chords there is easier. Now, granted, I could write in the chords, but just to save myself the effort and the time, I use the simplified edition. But yeah, that means that in most cases I actually haven't seen the version of these that are in the hymnal. So let's read this one. Ooh, didn't quite make that jump. I'm gonna jump it down to an E flat. So once I was able to finally get myself to jump down, all the way down to the F sharp, I wasn't making it back up to the A, that third back up. Okay, let's fix that this time. There we go. And that little middle section. Like some things in there. That's all right. Hopefully we'll get that middle section this time. So repetitive. It's one of those AABAs. So, I read with a variable tempo, but man, this reminds me of a lady I worked with for years who she just plays like that. Like, she has the worst sense of time, and she's not even aware that she does it, and she has irritated other musicians to the point that they're unwilling to work with her, because she would accompany them and made them look like idiots because she just could not play. Basically what she would do is she lines everything up vertically. She can do it really well, but she just stops time to fit in however many notes. So like in a case like this, like this middle part, the little B section, third system, she wouldn't practice until she could play all of that in good relative time. She would be leading into it and just go. Just, well, well, she can't fit in the 16th notes in time, so she's going to stop time to make those fit, and just not even aware of it. And I find a lot of pianists who, you know, I have a non-piano background, so I've had to play in ensembles a lot. But a lot of pianists only play with themselves, and maybe they don't work with the metronome ever, and they're just not used to playing with other people, and they never become responsible for their own time. All right, moving on.